Okay. Okay. All right. So, gentlemen, thank you very much for your input when it comes to the Black Prince. So, we're moving straight into that is our transfers, and I think that for me, me say it's a kind of good news for Ghana football, where Caleb Yirenkyi this week we had a report even from Sky Sports that he's been transferred from Northern to Coventry City, £30 million. That is a record signing for any Northern player, and even the Danish Premier League for them. 30 million for that effect. And I want to find out from you, what does this mean to the Black Stars and even Ghana football? Because, mind you, he's going to join another Black Stars player in Thomas Brendan Asante. And it looks as if that the Ghanaian contingent in the English Premier League is increasing. High Priest, are you excited about the move?
I mean, yes, I think he needs a bigger challenge. Like Northern is comfortable for right to dream players.
Okay.
I mean that's just you pass through the system and that's where you kind of graduate from. So
Mm-hmm.
you get there and you definitely will get into the team. They have already monitored you from right to dream, so they already know you. And so if you're just good, you're always going to play. I mean, I'm excited for him to show up in the Premiership and see if he ends up developing to become like an Asian or Babe to say, what's the name of that Arsenal player, Ghanaian guy? Man of
Thomas
Frimpong.
Partey.
No, not Partey. Frimpong.
Emmanuel Frimpong.
We never
Is that
saw.
player, no?
We never saw the light of. I see you have even forgotten about him. Yeah, but I think I'm excited for him.
Mm.
I think it's going to be a tough like transition for him a little bit because I mean Coventry already signed that Nigerian guy Onyeka. So
Yeah.
like they play like Grimes and then Onyeka. Like Grimes is like your typical Jorginho who control possession and like
Mm.
dictates play, and then Onyeka does the defensive like work. Like
Mm.
so think of like Lampard and the way he set up when he was at Chelsea. The Jorginho Kante style, that's the same style of play that he wants. And so he
Yeah.
brought Onyeka in like during like the mid season to come and shore up the defense. And he even actually took Top. Top
Mm.
was the guy that was scoring goals, but he was not providing that defensive solidity for them. So he dropped him to the bench and then brought Onyeka in. So competing with someone who came on loan and has been made permanent means that you have to put in the work.
Yeah.
So his role is pretty much defined, be like a Kante, box to box, moving and covering space and also covering like the laterals when they attack on the flank. So
Mm.
it's a very good move for him. It will
Mm.
stretch him. I think there are key places that he needs to develop. Like first is his discipline. His tackles is sometimes very uncoordinated. Sometimes he
Okay.
rushes and then he
Mm-hmm.
gets the yellow card. Sometimes he's also very passive and forgets that he needs to kind of defend like the channels and things. So those are the things. His aerial ball duels are not good. Like
Okay.
1 out of 3, like aerial draws that you go in and you win is not good for somebody who is going to provide that defensive shield for the back line.
Mm.
So I think once he starts working on that, with time he will get it. He doesn't get in day one and start. It's not going to
Okay.
happen. Onyeka has experience. Onyeka will start and then gradually, because Onyeka is like 28 and then he's like 20. So gradually he will ease into the team and then be able to stake a claim for that position. But knowing Lampard, knowing Michael Essien and the connection and all those things, I'm sure like conversations has gone on. He
Yeah.
saw the two of them link up. He and Brandon link up in the goal versus like Panama, and he just like, okay, this is what you are doing. Because obviously they don't have a goal scoring problem. Like in the championship, they score the most goals, so they have
Yeah.
lots of. Even Brandon is not like on your status. He
Mm-hmm.
still like comes off like rotational player. So, but the thing is that if we championship and you get into the Premiership, you are not going to have possession. So
Yeah.
you need the legs. You need the legs
Exactly.
to
Exactly.
defend
It's a different
against like
dynamic
the
altogether.
top
Yeah.
team. So I think yeah, the two of them will share like playing time with time, because I mean defensive worries will come in there, people will get yellow cards, rotations will come in there. So I'm happy that he's coming to a place where he will have like mentorship and all those things coming in from like Lampard, and also having Essien at his corner would ensure that like somebody's speaking on his behalf and he's always having guy. I don't think anybody like breaks club transfer like record. to just have you not play. So I'm happy for him. It will be a good step. Hopefully Coventry stays in the league and doesn't go on relegation, and then he is able to develop from there. Ghana, what do you think, Derek?
Yeah, I think it's an exciting move as a Ghanaian. Anytime we have our player in the Premier League, which is what most Ghanaians watch, we are excited, right? And over the years, is the numbers have been going down. So any addition to that makes it very exciting going into the new season. And I think most of the things we're expecting, you've already touched on them already, which is Coventry are coming from the championship, so they are going to have it very tough. Their way of play when they were in the championship will have to change if they want to stay. And usually for these teams, when they come into the Premier League, the first goal is that they want to stay. They don't want to go back
Mm-hmm.
right after getting the promotion. What it mean so that they keep on getting the money, the TV rights, and everything, and then they can solidify. So it is more like we are always you always have them having their backs to the wall, where they on the back foot and then defending. So I think that's where Caleb comes in. When we look at how we played at the World Cup, that was basically his role. Anytime he was playing with Partey, trying to cover the grass, trying to block the channels, the make the challenges. So
Mm.
that is specifically why he has been brought into Coventry to try and then help them when they come up against the Premier League side. So it's going to be a very interesting challenge for him, and if he can actually grab it, then it's going to help his career development. By the way, we know that Otto was using him at right back.
Otado.
So, but no, no, no,
Jebe
no,
friend
no.
asa sacking him.
Actually, it might be a blessing in disguise for him,
Okay.
right? Even Partey, eventually, when he came to Arsenal, he had to play right back at some time. Asian had to play with right back for Chelsea at some time.
Yes.
So there's already some kind of pattern of Ghanaian players who are midfielders being able to adapt to play in the right back.
Okay.
So again, Seth mentioned that they already have certain kind of players in the midfield, Onyeka
Mm-hmm.
and Jimmy and the rest, right? So what it means is that when it comes to game time,
Mm-hmm.
there's a slight avenue for him to even develop that right back, right wing play, because he's very young. He has the speed.
Yeah.
He can run the channels. So if he's actually required to play there, it is something that, because he has done it before,
Mm.
even though at that time it was not as
It won't be a
effective as
problem
it
for
is,
him to.
and we
Yeah.
know that it won't be a problem adjusting now that he's going to be under, let me say, a superior technical handlers.
Mm.
What it means is that gives him an
Okay.
opportunity. Oh, but Lampard ne Otoado, Udi
Otado,
Omutu
yeah,
skill.
yo. And then Lampard
Bapia
will come
scout,
Wakanda.
Bapia coach, massa. But when the scout in this coach, but to the same skill,
Hey,
right?
one has World
So,
Cup experience, oh.
and Lampard enter obey England coach, you know, in your World Cup experience. but I think it offers another avenue for him.
Okay.
So for me, my advice to him is that he should take up the challenge.
Mm.
If anywhere he's asked to play, he should take it as a learning curve, because he's still a very young player. He has a lot of years ahead of him, and this is an exciting project. Once you do well in the Premier League, what it means is that you will just be circulating. Even if Coventry end up going down,
Mm.
if you do well, other teams or even other upcoming promoted sides will try and then come for you to help
Mm.
them. So it's a very exciting move for Caleb.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
for me, I see him as the next Asian,
okay.
not the Frimpong that High Pitch was was
Mm.
was saying.
Okay.
There's room for improvement, and this is exciting.
Okay, it's just like Derek. Finally, what happens to the people who are one way or the other? Should I say the naysayers are thinking that the move wasn't too good? Amongst all the Ghanaian players that played in the World Cup, I think that he had, I mean, an okay tournament. He's also been a brilliant chap for Northern. People were expecting a lot from him moving the ladder, at least. If in the Premier League, we are looking at the likes of Fulhams and all that. This time around, he's settled with Coventry. Would you say that it will help his development, the move?
Oh yeah, yeah. It is a move that is going to help his development.
Okay.
I don't think that he's currently a top six Premier League player in terms of the level,
Okay.
right? If you look at the top six clubs and then who they are signing,
Mm.
and then you just weigh it against Caleb's prospects and then all that, I don't think he matches up.
Mm.
So where he's starting is actually a good level for
Okay.
him. There's not a lot of expectations.
Mm.
There's not a lot of
And he
pressure
has
on
an
him to
awful lot to
deliver.
learn.
And he has a lot to
Mm.
learn, and he's working under a manager who is known to develop young talent, who is known to he already knows the ins and outs of the Premier
Mm.
League. He's done it in the Championship. He's coached high level at the Premier
Yeah.
League. So I think it gives him the right environment to progress, learn, and then who knows, there might be bigger
Mm.
opportunities down the
Mm.
road when it comes to his development.
Mm.
So I think it's a good move for him. Yeah.
Mm.